Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to my September wrap-up video. Thank you very much. Thank you. I feel so loved. Thank you very much. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the movies I saw back in September. These are the movies I saw in theaters, on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, Google+, and on DVDs. No pirated movies because I don't pirate movies. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to take. I will try to keep it as short as possible because nobody likes to watch a long video. I'm going to be talking about 11 movies in total, but if you don't want to see the entire thing or just want to jump around the video, which I assume is what most of you guys would do, go click on the description box down below and check out the ones you are most interested in so you can save your time and, you know, hang out with your girlfriends or boyfriends or friends with benefits and text each other and sext each other and do all that fun stuff. Alright, so here are the movies I watched in September, and by the way, this list is in the order from the lowest to highest rating. Just wanted to clarify that. So starting off the list with Big Trouble in Little China. I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid, nonsensical, and just not fun. And I like stupid, brainless movies. I watch them every once in a while, but this one, nope. It's just not really my taste. I think Kurt Russell was very likable, and his Chinese buddy, I can't remember his name, but he was okay. He didn't bug me or anything, but the story didn't make any sense. I assume it's meant to be that way. The special effects were so dated, and it was just so dopey. I mean, if you like it, that's great, but if I had a choice between watching this film again or some random mediocre Jackie Chan movie, I would watch a mediocre Jackie Chan movie. The next one is Homefront, starring Jason Statham and James Franco. Now, this is how you make a perfectly enjoyable, brainless action movie. Unlike Big Trouble in Little China, this movie is fun. It's full of action and explosions and fistfights and all that action jazz. Now, it's not a great movie. It doesn't have any substance or emotional depth or whatsoever. It's not gonna make you think about the beginning of time or our place in the universe or anything, but it has Jason Statham, who is always damn likable, and James Franco makes a pretty solid villain. At first I wasn't sure about this casting choice, but he was pretty good as the main villain. It's written by Sylvester Stallone, so it's gonna have some drugs and bloody violence, and people will be swearing every 2 seconds for no particular reason, but it's fun to watch Jason Statham beating the shit out of everybody, and what's not to like? I thoroughly enjoyed Homefront. It is on Netflix, so there you go. Then I saw Sleeping with Other People, which is a new romantic comedy starring Jason Sudeikis and Alison Brie. I really enjoyed it. It's a little flimsy and there's nothing groundbreaking about it, and after about the first 10 minutes you would know exactly where this movie is gonna go. This is basically When Harry Met Sally for today's generation. It's raunchy, it's sweet, and there's a lot of sex jokes. And Sudeikis and Brie have great chemistry together. It is a perfect date movie for adults, and you will leave the theater with a smile on your face. It is Hito approved. Go check out Sleeping with Other People. It's a really fun movie. And the romantic movie streak continues with Twilight. Now, first of all, don't judge, and second of all, I'm not a fan of the franchise. I think it's stupid. The story is terrible. Even the main cast said it's awful. But that being said, I actually enjoy the first Twilight movie. I've said it many times, and every time I said it, people gave me a weird look. But I stand by it. The first Twilight is a good movie because it is the only one in the franchise that seems to know what it's doing. Of course, it's not without flaws. It's a little too long. It's 2 hours long. It could have cut like 10 to 15 minutes shorter. Some of the dialogue can be clunky at times, and there are some genuinely shiver-inducing moments. But I like the dynamic between Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. I think they have great chemistry together. I like the moody, gothic, atmospheric look of the movie. It has a killer soundtrack, and as the director, Catherine Hardwicke did a really good job making this movie. She filmed it in 44 days with the budget of roughly $40 million, which is nothing compared to a lot of other YA movies. With a different director, this movie could have been a very different movie, and I'm pretty sure it would have sucked. But this movie works because of Hardwick's stylish direction. Believe me, this is much better than most generic romantic movies and far more entertaining than everyone thinks it is. Of course, it's a stupid movie, but what's not to like about a vampire falling in love with a human? It is the only film in the franchise that's actually worth watching. Anybody who says this is a terrible movie doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. I like Twilight, I stand by it, it is a good movie. Next up is Mistress America. It's a new film by Noah Baumbach. I'm a huge fan of Baumbach. I think he's a unique filmmaker and he makes movies about interesting people. They're not necessarily likable all the time. In fact, a lot of characters in his movies are pretentious, egotistical, snobby narcissists. But unlikable characters are fascinating to observe as long as they are done right, and that's what Baumbach does in his movies. This movie had me laughing from the beginning to the end. It is darkly funny and Greta Gerwig is really good in this film. It's a really good screwball comedy and I really liked it. Alright, the romantic comedy streak is over and move on to Inglourious Basterds. Why am I talking like this? Because that's how Brad Pitt talks in this movie. My name is Lieutenant Aldo Rain. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right here. So, Inglourious Basterds, written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. I'm a huge fan of Tarantino, as a lot of movie lovers all over the world. He is a brilliant filmmaker and an exceptional writer. I like a lot of his movies, but I have to say this is his most overrated and self-indulgent film of his career. Now, that is not to say this is a bad movie. I think it's a really good movie. I love the opening scene. I love the performances by Brad Pitt and Christoph Waltz. Tarantino's direction and the dialogue are fantastic. The cinematography is gorgeous. Editing is fantastic. Costumes are beautiful and production design is freaking awesome, and the soundtrack is just phenomenal. It is violent, but also outrageously funny and overall a really entertaining movie. However, personally, I think the movie loses its momentum when it gets to that scene in the basement. I've seen this film at least 5 times now, and I always have the same problem, which is that basement chit-chat basement scene. Basement chit-chat scene. Also, there are some questionable decisions made by some of the characters towards the end, and the ending is very anticlimactic. I still think it is a fun movie. It is bold and energetic, and there are so many great quotes throughout. Antonia Margarete. I love the dialogue in this film, but I don't think it's a masterpiece, but that's just me. Okay, the video is getting a little too long, so for the next few movies, it's gonna be a rapid-fire review. Z for Zachariah, a very intriguing post-apocalyptic drama. It only has 3 actors, Margot Robbie, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Chris Pine, and they're all great. It raises some thought-provoking questions about faith versus science, race, and restoring humanity. It is beautifully shot, well-directed, well-acted. I liked it very much. It is available on VOD, so if you're interested, give it a shot. Next up, Your Sister's Sister, an independent dramedy starring Emily Blunt and Rosemary DeWitt. It is an excellent character study that revolves around 3 people. There's nothing fancy here, no explosions, no superheroes, no Seth Rogen, but it is really, really funny and thoughtful and has very naturalistic dialogue. Apparently, a lot of the dialogue was improvised, so if you're interested, give it a shot. It's called Your Sister's Sister. It is also available on Netflix and it is Hito approved. And move on to The Big Lebowski, a comedy film written and directed by the Coen brothers. Now, this was my 2nd time seeing this movie. It's been a long time since I saw this film, and I still think it's not a great movie. It is a fun movie to watch. It is outrageously funny and very quotable. I love the characters, love the dialogue, and great performances throughout. Jeff Bridges is fantastic as the dude, and John Goodman has never been better as his bowling buddy. It is absolutely hilarious, but the story doesn't really make any sense. Maybe I will appreciate it more if I watch it a few more times. Maybe I will call it a masterpiece in like 5 years. But for now, The Big Lebowski is a good movie, but not a great one. If you haven't seen this film, whether you are completely high or super drunk or completely sober, you should definitely check it out. It is worth watching. Alright. 2 more movies left, and the second to last film is a Mexican film called Tu Mama Tambien, written and directed by Alfonso Cuarón. I watched this film for the first time and I absolutely loved it. It is not only a great road movie, but also a poignant drama about love and sex and heartbreaks and just life in general. It is shot beautifully by Emmanuel Lubezki and confidently directed by Alfonso Cuarón, who of course made movies such as Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Children of Men, and Gravity. This movie is sexy, funny, and surprisingly intelligent and quite emotional. It didn't make me cry or anything, but at the end it really got under my skin. So kudos to Alfonso Cuarón, Emmanuel Lubezki, and the 3 main actors. This film blew me away. It is now one of my all-time favorite films. It is a fantastic film. I absolutely loved it. And the last movie is Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel. I own this movie on Blu-ray and what a great film. I absolutely adore this film. It is whimsical, hilarious, and just really fun to watch. It has a great cast and Ralph Fiennes, aka Voldemort, is hysterical. It is immensely rewatchable. I actually watched this film 2 days in a row and I will probably watch it again sometime soon. That's how much I love this film. It is part comedy, part murder mystery, part love story, and this movie succeeds on so many levels. It is written and directed marvelously by Wes Anderson. I love the characters he created. They're so unique and so lovable, and the score by Alexander Desplat is just phenomenal. This is not only a gorgeous looking film, but also a quite emotional film. The last 5 to 10 minutes of the movie is kind of heartbreaking. I won't spoil anything, but yeah, it hits you right in the heart. I still like Anderson's previous film Moonrise Kingdom a little bit more, but nevertheless, this is a great film. If you haven't seen it yet, please watch it. Watch it right now. It is a great film. So there you have it. These are some of the movies I saw in September. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will try to do a wrap-up video every month because I love talking about movies. Movies are my life. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to comment down below. Also, if you have any movies you would like me to review, leave a comment down below and I will talk about it in one of the wrap-up videos pretty soon. And as always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.